All right, yesterday on the after show, Mars and Danny got into it.
Yeah.
Sam, did you start this, or was this one of those organic things?
They were both in here, and we were talking about the first days of being at XM, and there was hostility. There was underlining hostility in both their voices towards each other.
Underlining?
He's an underlying. Well, no, it was the
adult.
The hostility was very much, so it was underlined.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
underlying hostility. Blithering idiot.
Yeah.
But then, so Mars at one point said there are certain people he doesn't like on the show.
Right.
And when pressed, he wouldn't say who it was. And I asked Danny if he thought it was him. Danny said yes.
Yep.
Let's hear it.
And then they started going back and forth.
Okay. They went at it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's hear some of this.
All of a sudden, it's his bread and butter, and he likes the show, though, right?
Exactly. Pays my fucking mortgage. That's
show.
right.
Oh, what's the setup for the first track?
Well, Mars had said when he first got there, he didn't get the show. He didn't like the show.
Oh, right. I remember hearing that,
which is, normal. He'd never heard of the show.
I didn't get the humor or the,
And then
like
eventually, he said, he liked the show. Yeah. And then Danny told him that was a bit of a sellout move. And that's and then that's where this picks up.
All of a sudden, it's his bread and butter, and he likes the show, though, right?
Exactly. Pays my fucking mortgage. That's
show.
right. Exactly. Get it fucking right. It pays the fucking mortgage. Well, so I love the fucking show. Yeah.
Did you get
What's
used?
wrong with that?
Did you get used to it and actually like the show?
What? What's everything, Danny? Come on,
okay.
you directing shit to me. What's everything?
Well, isn't that kind of like sell-outy?
How do you figure sell out? I'm just trying to answer your stupid question.
You didn't like the show, but
you know
because
what
it gives
is?
you puts
Danny,
money in
you
your
know what it
pocket, now
is?
you love the show.
You know what it is,
What
Danny?
is it?
You're ignorant, bro. So
I
I'm
am?
going to tell you in
Okay,
your
tell
face.
me.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you in your face.
Tell me about my ignorance.
I'm just going to go ahead and provide you with the answer that you fucking want, all right?
Go for
But
it.
the truth of the matter is that it does pay for the mortgage, right? So after I have my bills paid for, then I can think freely and accept shit. Now I like the show. And there's people that are on the show that I like very much. Just like there's people on this show that I don't fucking like.
Yeah, who aren't here anymore.
Okay?
Who don't you like?
That's not a concern of yours.
Yeah, I would like to
the
know
ones
as well.
that
Who don't you
I
like?
have to. I love Opie. I love Danny and Jimmy.
You loved Opie, Danny, and Jimmy? You just said I love Opie, Danny, and Jimmy.
He's not the smartest, bro. He's not the smartest guy.
You meant Anthony.
I meant Anthony.
Okay, so you got confused a little. You love Opie, Anthony, and Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's now you're talking. There are staff members you like,
They're not.
and there are staff members you don't like.
Most of the staff members that I had issues with are not here anymore.
Most, though. Not all.
Well, there's a couple that have their good and bad days. We all do,
Right.
right?
Right.
One day we're talking.
Right.
Next day you're not talking to me anymore. Type of shit, you know?
What do you mean?
You got to get used to that kind of shit.
I don't know what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean.
Well, who doesn't talk to you?
That's not important.
Well,
I'm just
yes, it
saying.
is.
I'm just saying. One day,
Are you talking about
we're
Danny?
Cool. One day we're cool, and then all of a sudden we're
Is
not
he
cool
talking about
anymore?
you?
Probably.
Like,
You
what
think
the
so?
fuck
Mars
did I
likes to
do?
he doesn't like to just come out and say what the deal is. That's why he has to tiptoe around everything.
Yeah, but you think he
For
is?
some reason, he thinks like radio is just stretching things out for as long as they can go. Yeah, no. Me and Mars aren't talking. That's the first time that we've talked to each other in probably 6 months is on this after show.
How come you're not talking?
Why?
Because why?
I gotta just set this up a little bit.
We're live
Because
again.
I
so,
think
yeah.
the reason why a big argument started, I think, in the first place, was because Mars seems to think that like I was just like, oh, I'm not going to talk to Mars anymore. Meanwhile, it couldn't have been the furthest from the truth. It was actually the opposite of that. Mars decided that I'm not talking to Danny anymore, and Danny isn't about to start, mending fences. So why would I talk to you, Mars?
Is this the first time you guys have seen each other since the big fight?
No, I've seen his passive-aggressive ass in the hallways.
How could I possibly be passive aggressive? You want to talk about a passive aggressive
The
little
hard
girl?
look- the
This
hard looks you
motherfucker.
give me in the
You want to
hallway?
talk about being passive aggressive?
You're a joke.
This fucking guy comes in. We're making coffee. Me and Travis, right? Walks in
funny.
with one of his engineer buddies. Just goes, "Oh, good morning, Travis."
We're not talking. What do
Yeah,
you
but
want me to do?
the point is, you can't call me passive aggressive when you're the biggest passive aggressive woman that there is. If I walk by you in the hall, I just walk by you. I'm sorry, I have to go take a
You
shit.
don't have to play yesterday's tape.
that thing's gone.
You come into the little break room and you acknowledge Travis all fucking with intent.
Okay, why are you a hypocrite? We're
I'm
not
not.
talking.
You're the hypocrite.
We're not talking, so why should I address you at all?
Mars. now you want to play a semantics game. First you accuse me of being passive aggressive. I'm accusing you of being passive aggressive, and you just want to go somewhere else.
Dude, I'm not
Acknowledge what I'm saying to you.
passive-aggressive. I'm
Acknowledge what I'm
aggressive.
saying to you.
Okay?
No, you're passive aggressive.
No, I'm aggressive.
You're passive aggressive.
All right.
Just like all the other girls are.
That's fine. You want to see my girl? Look, right here. Show you.
Oh, shit.
Don't do that, you get fired.
He's
Okay.
pulling his fucking...
But I might grab it and tug it.
You're also a fucking
So
liar.
all right, cool. So that's
No, let's get on that. Let's get on the line.
You done?
Yeah,
that's
no,
where
I'm not. I just started. Let's get on the line. Let's get on the facts about shit that you talk about. Come on.
Go ahead. What's first?
What'd you say yesterday as you was exiting the show? Because, of course, this is one-way communication. You can say anything on the fucking mic. What did you say? I get people what?
Fired.
Yeah.
And
Explain that shit.
and about your job.
Explain that shit.
There's some things that we can discuss on the air, and then there's some things that we shouldn't discuss
So
on the
why
air.
the fuck did you bring it up?
No. See,
You brought it up.
you're right. I did bring it up because, but you want to go into depth about it. You want to go into detail. I'm just bringing up something surface, and you want to scratch that surface, and you want to dig out all the dirt.
See,
I'm saying
you make the rules as we go along. You fucking make the rules. Fuck you and your rules.
all right, so then fuck me and my rules.
You want to have a fight?
I don't want to get.
We're gonna fight.
Fine, that's
Okay?
fine. I don't
it's
mind
not
talking.
a physical fight because if it was a physical,
talk. You just
that's right.
fucking won't shut up.
If it was a physical fight, there'd be no rules, right?
Yeah, but
so
that's
it's
not
a
how-
verbal
that's not how
fight.
people
It's a
do
verbal
this.
fight. So there's no rules in here either. You bring up shit like that, where the audience members and everybody else hears something like, "I get people fired."
Yeah, you do.
You're full of shit.
Whatever, bro.
Elaborate on it.
Look, there's some things I'm going to
Elaborate.
talk. There's some things I could talk about, and there's some things that shouldn't be spoken about.
How about the two
on
individuals
the air.
that you got fired?
Who did I get fired, Mars? Are you serious?
Let's elaborate. Come on.
So elaborate. I would like
You're
you
the
to
one that
elaborate
brought it
because
up.
I don't know what you're talking
You're
about.
the one that brought it up, right? And I'm not a radio guy, so I don't know.
Well, then how come you're on the
what's-
air so fucking much?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
why don't
That's
you go
what
engineer
hate.
something?
That's what you hate.
Why don't
don't
you go be an
you
engineer?
hate that shit.
No, I don't
you hate
care,
that I'm
Mars.
an engineer. I'm here. I'm part of like the group a little bit.
Are
right?
you? Really?
I'm here.
Where-
I'm talking.
Do me a favor.
on a fucking
Take out your phone.
international show.
Take out your phone and text Opie.
He doesn't-
Fucking idiot.
He doesn't text me.
Yeah, because he doesn't have your number. But he's part of the crew, you know. He's part. He's part of the
That
big
makes
happy family.
Oh, that makes me less part of the crew,
no,
right?
it's funny. I'm trying to make a fun joke, Mars.
No one's laughing.
Wow.
What?
No, go ahead. You're
No,
talking. Go ahead.
I want you to elaborate, Danny. I want you to give me something to work with. Because I got...
Well, I'm not going to hand you radio equipment. That's for goddamn sure.
Oh, boy.
Holy
Okay.
I think he's saying you do a bad job.
No, that's fine. That's good.
I'm not
That's
sure,
the way
but I
I
think
work,
that's what
right?
he was getting at
How
there.
about we sit here all day and fucking sit on eBay and see what's selling on eBay, figure out that something is selling so high priced in the other areas of the country. We go out, you go out, and buy that item and put it back on eBay under company time. How about that?
Dude. Yes, you know what, Mars? Guys, I have to apologize. I want to come clean on the air. Guys, I went to eBay during
they
the
know
show.
about that. I'm talking to you
I'm
about
sorry.
it.
I did.
But we're talking about how I work, our work ethics. Come on.
Well, let's see. If you did such a great job, how come we have to go and outsource engineering to do live gigs and stuff in the fishbowl?
Those are the rules.
There's a lot of
In
rules
the
here.
fishbowl, wait a minute, what are you
There's a lot
talking
of
about?
rules.
There's other people that work in this company, and they're
But you're
geared
our engineer.
to do that.
But you're our engineer,
See-
Mars,
see,
right?
the
Didn't
thing
you
is-
get hired just specifically for this show?
The thing is here, you have a problem with, I don't have to answer to your monkey
don't
ass.
have a problem,
I don't
Mars.
have to answer to you. I don't
You
have to give
decided
you a list of the
yesterday-
shit that I do.
You decided yesterday that you wanted to interact with me for some reason.
because
on a
you
personal
fucking
level.
throw jabs.
Because you started throwing fucking jabs, Mars, so you're going to get
Who
the rest of
brought
the
up
punch.
Poe? Who brought up Poe? Who was the sarcastic motherfucker that said, let's thank Mars for Poe being hired?
But you have to understand, the after...
No, who did that? Who's the first one? Let's get it right. Let's get it right, man.
I
Let's
don't
be
like
accurate.
talking to Mars because he just
you're not
doesn't let you
accurate
talk.
and because you're a liar.
Where does Sam go?
I
We
don't know.
started this.
Sam walked out of the
during-
studio.
Why did Sam walk
Sam
out?
just walked out.
During the after show yesterday, right? Yeah, Mars was Poe was brought up because we were all having fun,
Right.
And we were talking about the early XM days,
Sure.
and
Which
and
was
so
a weird time
and
for
that's and I'm
everybody.
just stating a fact. Yes, Mars introduced us to Poe. We would not have Master Poe if not for Mars. That is just a fact. But then Mars had to keep going and go. Oh, well, some people, they don't want to talk to me anymore. And that's why this argument happened. If you would have just left it alone and went, we were all having a good time. We were all having a good time.
That's a bunch of bullshit, bro. Because the way you do it, so then when I come back to you and I say, well, I'm not the one
Why are you
that
even
brings...
on the after show anyway? What the fuck purpose do you serve on that show?
See, there you go again, Mr.
I'm just
Boss
curious.
Man. You're the boss.
I'm curious.
If nothing goes your way,
I just wanna know.
My little violin comes out, my little pussy hurts. Anything,
Does it?
yes.
Well, then
yes.
get the sand out of it.
Your little pussy hurts. Yo, if anything does not go the way you want it on this show, you have a fucking problem with it. Not just anything that other staff members do, just anybody on this show. If they do something you don't like, you have a fucking issue.
And what happens when people do stuff that you don't like? You go and tell on them, right?
I have no... on the show? People that don't do shit on the show?
How come all these answers are expected from me, but none of you?
Because you want to bring up something that you don't want to talk about and elaborate on, and I'm asking you to go ahead and do that. Give me the open door, and we can talk about it. I'm asking you. Bring it up. Who is the person that you say, who the fuck did I get fired? What type of influence do I have? What type of influence do I'm a lowly fucking engineer. What type of influence do I have to get someone fired?
I have bosses listening in the back office that would not like me to talk about this.
That's your fucking fault because you brought it up.
Well, then so be it. There's ways to talk about things, Mars.
I'm sorry?
There's ways to discuss things, and there's ways to not discuss them.
So then why'd you bring it up on the air? You brought it up in the air as you was exiting. And you just threw it out there.
Look at this motherfucker smirking like he won something.
No, because you're a fucking liar, a piece of shit, and you're not a man.
You're a liar, you're a piece of shit, and you're not a man because men don't behave like you.
I'm a much bigger man than you are.
Why? Because you wear a tap-out shirt, you faggot?
Because I could go over to you and say, I apologize, hug you, and forgive the whole thing.
I've done that with you too many times over the years. I'm done with it, Mars. We used to be friends. I got you a Christmas present, for Christ's sake, all right? I'm done with you.
You got me a Christmas present?
I got you a gift, that's right.
For Christmas?
For whatever it was the holidays.
No, it was not.
Well, then whatever it was, I got it for you. now he's going to argue me what fucking day I got him a gift. No, that wasn't a Christmas gift. That was the day after Thanksgiving.
What was the gift?
It was pot related.
Oh. All right. Oh shit!
I didn't know what it was.
So anyway, it wasn't Christmas.
It wasn't. He wants to. Hey, I brought it up, so I should tell you. I should tell. It was a Christmas present. It was pot. It was marijuana related.
Oh my God! I have a vicious problem with that.
Oh,
that really bothers me.
Hey, motherfucker! You want to start outing people? Oh, you know what? I go on eBay during the show. You want to know what the fuck Mars does? Maybe I shouldn't go there. Probably shouldn't. But if you're gonna fucking keep up this kind of shit, then you're gonna get it right back in your face.
There.
You're gonna get it right back in your face.
Let's go there, Danny. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of your information.
I'm not gonna stoop down to your levels.
You know, you're a little backstabbing little bitch. Everybody knows it. They see it. You don't see it. You know, Mr. I'm loved by everybody.
Who said everybody hates my guts? What are you talking about?
That's exactly my point, you stupid fuck.
You're a great arguer, then. I don't know what to tell you.
You know what we can do? I'll tell you what we can do.
I'm not
a production guy, but we could have a montage, right, of how many people I've argued with and how many people you've argued with.
You're an engineer. Why should you be arguing with people on the air in the first place?
Oh, I think that you might lose that one, right?
I don't know where this argument is.
We might have a lot of material. We might have a lot of material for that montage.
What's the point of this? Can someone else break in and
Patrice?
What is Patrice was acting like an asshole that day.
Steve
always acts like an asshole.
Let's see. Mars, of course.
Yeah.
Kenny.
Yes, we've had verbal. Kenny's a very aggressive person at times.
Oh, so see, everybody else has fault except the person that's common in the whole deal.
People clash, Mars. This happens in the world.
You clash with everybody.
Everybody clashes with everybody. Everybody clashes.
Not to the extent that we clash with
everybody clashes.
Not to the extent we clash with you. You're a very difficult person. You have a difficult personality, and you're an asshole.
And you're an asshole.
I can't
And you're difficult. And Kenny's difficult. Everybody could be difficult.
Exactly. But we also know how to pull back on the reins, man. We also know how to chill. You haven't. I
was chilling with you on the air yesterday, Mars. I haven't spoken to you in 6 months. I was in the same room with you. We were having a discussion on the air, and you wanted to make a thing out of it. So here's the thing.
I don't know what to tell you.
And then you said that I can't chill. I was chilling just fine.
No.
We were all just chilling until you had to make a thing out of it.
I made the thing out of it?
Yeah, you did.
Backstep, motherfucker.
How do you keep...
Listen to the audio.
Okay.
Listen to the audio.
But the point is, we were in the studio, and we're reminiscing about the older XM days, right? And I thought everything was just kind of going. And Mars seemed to have a problem with the fact that I brought up the fact that Poe was introduced to the show. Mars was responsible for the hiring of Poe. They said, we need a security guard here. Mars, do you know anybody? And Mars was like, oh, I know this guy, Master Poe. And that's kind of how the whole story went. So by talking about Master Poe, it was a completely relevant thing to do in the situation. So you wanted to, for some reason, you took offense to that.
And make the rules as we go along. You make the rules.
Okay.
Whatever you say, it's okay.
Okay, I will. So then, so that's what was on the air yesterday, and then you wanted to go somewhere else, and now this is where we are now because of your decision making.
Danny, we could go anywhere you want. I'm not afraid of what's going to be said. I'm not afraid what you're going to say.
Why? Who's threatening with afraidness?
Let's whatever. Let's even talk about trying to fuck certain porn stars and dick not coming up.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Remember that?
In 2004 when I was trying to fuck a drunk girl,
that little
and there
dick
was
didn't come up.
and there was 12 people in the room, and I couldn't get my dick hard. Yeah, I remember that. I do.
Remember?
I do remember. Yes, that's right.
Little dick motherfucker couldn't even get hard.
Yes, I do recall 12 or 13 men standing in the room staring at my dick. Yes, that's correct.
All right. What else? Let's bring up some more shit.
From 7 years ago.
I don't give a shit.
Wow,
I
that's
don't
deep.
give a shit, brother.
That's deep.
That's right. You know why it's deep? Because, man, I've showed nothing but love to you. Remember, bro, when you first started and you had that little fucking cheap-ass members-only jacket, freezing your ass off?
That was back when I was an intern, yeah.
All
I remember.
right. What did this motherfucker do for you?
Yeah, and Mars, I'm telling
What
you.
did this motherfucker do for you?
Mars, he went and got me a coat because I was too poor. But you're talking 7 years ago. I used to be friends with Steve Carlisi, Mars. Me and him were friends. People grow out of that shit.
How'd that work out?
Yeah, exactly. People grow apart from one another, and your attitude over the years has shown me that you're not someone that I would like to keep in my pocket anymore. So I don't want to talk to you.
Thank you very much, Danny.
You're welcome.
I'm going to lose sleep because we're not friends.
I never said you were going to. I'm just telling you why I don't give a fuck, Mars.
Like I told you, bro, yesterday, with all due respect, you could drop dead right now. I wouldn't give a fuck.
All right, and the
All
feeling
right?
is quite mutual,
Okay,
so I don't know why you're smiling about it.
So-
I don't care.
Whatever,
Cool.
man.
All right. So we're going to play this audio or what?
Oh, the audio.
We're doing the audio right now, man.
People thought that was the audio.
Yeah.
No, that's live, I gather.
I
Well,
gather you're
I don't think.
I don't have any false
gather.
pretenses here.
Why is everybody saying that? People like you're saying he got people fired. Mars is saying Danny's got people fired. Like I don't understand that.
Mars is alluding. I guess. I'm assuming he's alluding to Steve, but I think you kind of dig your own grave when you're in that boat.
My grave?
No, pay attention. I know it's difficult. The Steve boat. No one's. I mean, my problems with Steve were on a professional level, but I never went anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I never it was just Steve was doing things that weren't cool, and I didn't have to do it. I didn't have to go anywhere or do anything. It was just that's called digging your own grave. It's called digging your own grave.
But you didn't push the issue at all?
No, I never tried to sell somebody else their own material back to them. No, I never did that.
And with Poe?
I never did shit to Poe. Poe dug his own grave. What, I'm responsible for Poe not being here?
That's what you're saying about me. That's exactly what you're saying about me, though.
No, that's not true. But
It's not true. See?
it isn't. Look.
What type of influence do I have over anyone to get anybody fired?
Mars. I know you're trying to save face on the air, but
I'm not trying to save
whatever
face.
you got to do.
How am I trying to save face? I'm confronting you. I want this shit to go on.
Yeah, I know you do.
Exactly. Because you're a fucking little liar, man.
That's
You
right.
said-
I'm a liar.
Yesterday you asked
I'm
me,
lying.
what the hell did I do in the past hour? And it shocked me.
Because you just hung out here doing nothing, and I'm like, wow, I wish I could get paid like Mars to just fucking sit around. That'd be great.
And then I turn around and I answer the individual that I fixed the console for
he
Studio
pushed the
7.
button on a fader. Yeah, but Mars, I hear you in here every day. Do you want to argue about this? Like, pick what argument you want to have so that we can have that one.
Okay, which one do you want?
I don't know. You're the
Being
one that
here?
fucking wants to
Being in
stretch
the
this out
studio?
until 10
okay,
o'clock.
being in the studio. Go ahead, let's talk about that. I'm not supposed to be in the studio?
No, I'm not saying you're not supposed to. I'm just kind of curious
Talk to
why.
me.
Like, if you're going to bring up, the fact that I fucking was on eBay, then we could bring up the fact that you're sitting in a studio basically being a co-host of a show when you should be fucking fixing a wire somewhere and engineering something.
Let Sam answer that question. It's his show.
Okay, Sam.
Mars is invited to the after show anytime he wants, as everybody is. I mean, and I will say, to Mars's credit, he does add a certain viewpoint that isn't normally heard on the show, just from engineering standpoint.
From an engineering standpoint. Yeah,
things.
it is,
Like,
I'm
like
always at home
if
wondering
the-
what the engineer is thinking.
But if the lights are complained about, or if the mics are, or when I was on the after show yesterday, I said, why wasn't the studio set up the first day of XM? Mars is there to answer that.
That's true.
So
Understood.
I mean, that question was answered by Mars.
Great. Well, you won. Maybe we should hit like a little bell every time he gets one.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's the overriding issue here, but I will say that Mars was invited on the after show.
He won the battle, but not the war.
Yeah, I think that was probably a very small battle in the scheme of things, though.
So.
Doesn't seem like that was what was really in anybody's.
What is your major point of contention, Mars? What is it that you don't? Because I literally, I don't know how I don't notice this stuff. I think I'm observant, and I have no idea. I pride myself on being observant.
You're blind, Jimmy.
And these two want to decapitate each other, and I literally could have told me they were roommates, and I would have believed you.
I hope you're never a witness in my trial.
I have no idea.
Mars wants to decapitate me.
Well, they get along well.
right.
I just want to, I just want
Fuck
to
that.
go on about my day. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care to have this confrontation. I don't care for it. I don't care.
What is your major issue? I mean, I literally don't know.
If you're gonna bring something up, even if you're gonna goof on it, let's be truthful about it. You know, don't just throw something up, right? And just like with serious anger, bring it up like it's a problem, and then walk off the mic and like all these people heard you, and I have no rebuttal. So then I have to run in here maybe a day later, a day late, and say, hey, you know what you said yesterday was not right.
Because you want everything to work in your favor, and what I'm trying to tell you is that you can't walk up to somebody and say, hit me, motherfucker, hit me right in front of a cop, and that's what you're doing right now. And I'm not stupid enough to hit you right in front of a cop. Do you understand that?
Do you guys mean Kenny?
No.
So, yeah, I'm just confused.
Yeah, I'm confused
I'm
too.
not trying to push it. I literally am confused.
Because I'm ready, but he don't want to fight. I take my ball and go home, okay? Like you told me
All right,
about
then
the fucking
do it
video.
already. I'm sick of hearing your voice. Go, take it and leave.
Look, see, Mr. Bossman again. It ain't your fucking studio. I answer to that blonde motherfucker over there, to this Guido man right here,
Strawberry
to
blonde.
Jimmy.
You don't answer to me.
That's
He's
who I
answer-
answer to.
You answer to the blonde
Not-
stud and the grease ball. No offense.
These three guys I answer to, not to you.
Mars, if you want to walk away thinking like that you're victorious and that you did something today, then just go. Then just leave the room and go. Obviously,
No.
you've showed me and you've put me in my place. So you could say,
No.
tell me to go fuck myself, and then open the door.
I don't want to put you
Tell
in,
me to
in
go
your
fuck
place.
myself.
I want to stomp you into the fucking ground.
Yeah, because that's what Neanderthal people do.
Exactly. But it's verbal. It's not physical. Like I told you yesterday, to be a man, you don't have to like beat my ass. You just got to act like
Well, then
a
how
man.
come that's like
Act
your?
like a
so then
man.
how come you always have to bring up your physicality?
I didn't.
Why
I
is
do
that?
not.
Why is that the worth of a man?
I do not. When did I bring that up?
Because you're not even a man. I'll beat the shit out of you.
Well,
I
Mars,
never said that. See what I'm saying?
And Mars is a little doughy, so that's why he doesn't talk
he's
about
not
the
as-
man thing as
Oh,
much anymore.
Now.
Like the old days.
Isn't he lying? Call him out for lying.
I am
he is-
doughy,
No, he's a little
motherfucker.
doughy. We all see it.
I don't see any
We all
answer.
see it.
What?
Life's been good for Mars lately.
Exactly. That's what you hate, Danny. That my life's been good, right?
Yeah,
Right?
I hate your life and how well it's going for you.
I'm not as scared of Mars as I was 4 years ago. I almost feel like if I had a little luck, I could do some
Of
damage.
all the people in the building, Mars is the one that they would have to actually physically pull off with mace and a hose. Kenny is. I would take Kenny because Kenny's, I think, a more experienced martial artist. Mars is a psychopath, and I like Mars. I'm not saying it in a bad way.
I like everybody.
Yeah.
It wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be, Danny. I'm not leaving till you leave, by the way.
I don't know why you guys. What finally happened with you guys that you didn't like? Was it something that happened over time, or was it being in close quarters?
It was Mars being a little fucking pussy, not knowing what he's talking about, and I called him out on the fact that he didn't know what he was talking about, and instead of saying, you know what, you're right, I got that wrong.
Let's be, you know what? Let's be accurate. Let's not beat around the bush. This is what happened. Apple TV comes in. I think this is what happened, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you will, okay?
You know, Apple had something to do with this.
Apple TV comes in. We
had a
hook
bad
it up
day
in the
yesterday.
studio.
No 5.
Ultimately,
Bitches.
I have to put that signal on these here TVs. Now, you guys want to be able to change the source on that television,
Strap in, folks. Now, this is where it gets really exciting.
okay?
Are you pointing to the top right TV?
Any TV here.
Okay.
We could change the source.
Which TV? What input is it on? Is it number 1 or is it number 4? Which one, motherfucker?
Okay. So, Apple TV has the HDMI output. It's HD. I do not have a HDMI switcher. So I have to provide that HDMI signal.
Thank you. Christ. If
That's what he's arguing about.
Opie, can I simplify this for you? Can I just simplify it a little bit?
Yeah, simplify it, Mars. We're dummies in
Apple
here.
TV spits out an HD signal, but in order to get it into the TV, it has to be down converted to 480. So Mars takes a look at the signal, which is no longer an HD signal. It looks like shit. They're static and interlacing. And he goes, damn, that's a good picture.
It is a good picture.
And I was like, Mars, it looks like shit.
Sam,
It looks like
Can you give me Apple
shit.
TV? Yeah. It doesn't look as good as HDMI.
No! And that's,
But
and that's
it's a
all
good
I said to you.
picture.
And then you stormed out of here in a huff. In a fucking huff. You went, Danny, I do not appreciate the way that you are speaking to me. And then you left and walked out the room, and that was the last time I spoke to you.
Okay, you know what happened after that? You went down the hall or in a meeting, and you bitched
Now
to
you're
somebody.
lying. Now you're lying,
You
fucking
bitched,
asshole.
You bitched to someone in management that I wouldn't listen to your input.
That is so incredibly not true. Why is it that when you say things, they're the truth, but when I say things, they're lies?
Because I'm the
Look
truth
at that
sayer.
picture. That's great. Holy shit. I could almost read the text on that fucking screen.
Oh, but you know what? It's good enough. It's radio, man. This is not a TV station.
So if it's good enough and you're acknowledging the fact that it looks like shit, don't stand in front of the TV like Superman with your hands on your hips going, damn, that's a good picture.
you're gonna tell me that's not a good picture?
No! No, it looks like shit. I can see the pixels from here.
That's not a bad picture.
All right,
guys, can you help me out?
Let's rip out the Apple TV and hook it up directly
fine.
with an HDMI cable, and it would look a million times
certainly
better.
not.
Yes, I didn't say that.
That's fine. Honestly, it's not HD. It's fine.
It's not HD.
Exactly. So that's what started. That's what precipitated this one not talking to me again.
I just don't want to see Vin Diesel on it. That's
Yeah,
what's really
that's
a
the
problem.
Stop saying that I dude. You fucking you ran out of this fucking studio, red faced and in a huff. Like you were so bothered. Like you couldn't just. And this is one of your biggest problems too, motherfucker. Because you want to sit and you want to hang out and you want to be part of the crew. You want to be part of the crew. But then you can't. Like I would, if that was Sam going, damn, that's a good picture. I would fucking tear Sam to pieces, right? But because it was you couldn't handle it and you had to walk the fuck away. And then you're saying, oh, why don't you want to talk to me anymore when I left the room like a fucking faggot? So which is it? Because you can't have the story every which way. So which is it? Did I stop talking to you, or did you leave the room because you were just like, oh, I can't believe you said that to me?
We can have a momentary lapse in friendship, bro. And the next
we've
moment,
we've had a bunch of them, and that's why we're not going back to the friend zone anymore. That's why I was like, I'm done with Mars, and that's why I haven't spoken to you.
Yes, and I loved it. I had no problem with it, man.
Well, can we have it again?
Absolutely, absolutely. The only time we're going to do this if it provides material for the show, if they want me on it to talk to you, to curse you out, you curse me out, whatever. Okay, but I don't need to talk to you. You mean nothing to me, man.
Well, it wasn't a thing to just come in and curse each other out. It happened yesterday during the shit show, and we just wanted to see what the fuck. Well, whatever it's called. And we just wanted to see what what it was. So we were playing it, and then you guys come in, kind of rekindled it.
When he said that Danny and Mars had a fight,
and like, you know what? It was.
I was
and
shocked.
the point is that it was such a stupid thing for him to get mad at.
Yeah.
That I was like, that cemented the fact. I was like, the second that happened, I'm like, I am never talking to Mars ever again. Like, if he was like, legitimately pissed off, like, fuck him. He does, like, there's no reason to talk to the man anymore.
But it was based on stuff that was building up for a long time.
underlying
absolutely
stuff,
not.
no.
Absolutely
you
not.
may not think so because your attitude.
That's what I think.
Your attitude.
Haven't we always gotten? Well, not
Your
always.
attitude. Because
You come and you hang out, and we all used to be boys in the office, and we'd fuck around and laugh. And so what was the problem from day one to day two?
I had to learn how to deal with you and swallow a lot of shit and accept a lot of shit to be, like have a working relationship with you. Do
you really feel that way?
Yeah.
Then I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
are you saying that you haven't liked each other for a while?
It's been a while. Okay. The
Mars-
attitude.
That's where the underlying shit comes from.
The attitude.
He picks and chooses when he feels like dealing with people.
No, with you.
No, with you do it with this fucking radio show because when you disappear for fucking minutes at a time.
This is only the O&A floor, right? I know it's my priority, but sometimes I don't have shit to do here.
I thought that
I got other people to work with.
Do you? Because I could swear that you said that you're our engineer and you're you were specifically hired for the Opie and Anthony show. So that to
And
me,
that is true.
that the Opie and Anthony show should be priority
That
number
is true.
one, and you should not be anywhere else.
No,
right?
no, priority number one. There's a priority number
All right.
two.
Well, you got
also,
you got
and three.
you got to tell me what story you want to go with because
Well,
are
I'm
you the
telling
Opie engineer or are you a serious engineer?
Why can I not be both?
Because you pick and choose when it's convenient for you to be one or the other. When the show needs you, you say, well, I'm a serious engineer. I got other
When
shit to do.
is it that the show needed me and I wasn't there to provide help?
Plenty of
Name
times.
it.
Plenty
Name
of
it.
times.
Let's go down the line.
Let's say maybe a couple months ago, I could recall a time where something was wrong. It was like, "Where's Mars?" I'll call him, and you have to be called multiple times, and messages have to be left. Voicemails and text messages have to be left for you to get back to somebody from this radio program.
And it happens momentarily. If it ever occurs that way, that they leave a message.
Anytime that I have ever tried to get in touch with you for technical reasons, I've maybe gotten through on the phone. I've maybe gotten through on the phone. Can I finish talking my sentence and then you could finish? So anytime I've needed to do that, it's you never call Mars when something is when shit's going down and have Mars pick up the phone. And this is especially true when I used to do Saturday Night Virus. You would always say, "Give me a hey, if you need me, just give me a call, just give me a call." And there were a few times where Mars I did need you,
Danny,
and you failed to pick up your phone.
I apologize. My phone has a filter, keep assholes out, from my phone, and it has your name on it.
You got a big pop from that one.
Yeah, but that's not true, man.
It is true.
It is not true.
It's true. Look,
I feel like you guys are working this out.
There's no way to argue. It's either true or it's not true. There's no in between. It's true.
All
Mars.
right. Okay,
you might end with a hug. I'm thinking.
Look, check it out, man. Look,
If I could fit my arms around the guy.
Opie, when was the last time you called me and I wasn't here for you? Called, like you needed some help.
Opie wouldn't call you because then you'd have his number.
I don't have your number. What do you mean? Just like called you down the hall or something?
ask somebody to get me and I wasn't available.
Yeah, I'm good with everyone.
Anthony, yourself.
I'm good with everyone.
Was I never there for you whenever you needed me?
I don't recall any time where I've said, I need something.
Not
Because
to my knowledge.
they're talking, you're talking personally. You're going, you're talking to the air staff, going, "Hey, did you notice any technical things behind the scenes that got all fucked up that I wasn't around for?" The purpose of having a staff on the show is so that they don't know about shit like that.
That means it wasn't
If
air
a Pro
affecting,
Tools
right?
rig gets fucked up, if anything gets
It's not
fucked
air
up,
affecting.
does it matter?
I'm
Does it
just
matter?
saying. That's why
If
they
the
don't
phone-
know.
if the phone's crashed
That's
for the
why
millionth-
they don't know about it, right?
If the phone's crashed for the millionth time and we have to call you, you're not going to pick up your phone on the second ring. It's going to be the third or fourth call, maybe,
That's not
if
true,
we leave messages.
because Troy was
It is
doing
true.
Troy was doing the phones for quite a while, and I don't know. I
Troy's
haven't
been doing the
spoken
phones
to
for
Troy.
about a month or two.
Right, and when Troy called me,
The phones have been crashing since 2004.
Wow.
that happens with that program. That's no lie. It's not my program. It's called Associated Producer. I didn't make it up.
Associated.
Kobayashi Maru. Spock made it.
I think it's associated.
Okay.
No-win scenario.
Okay, so if the phones crash, right?
That's because we have a lot of fans.
Yeah.
A lot.
And Troy has
System's
called me.
over.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe
Overriding.
that's been Troy's experience,
Yeah.
and I'm not
So,
going to speak
we're
for
really
I'm not going to
famous.
speak for anyone else. So I'm only going to speak for me at this juncture. But I've tried to call you on multiple occasions, and you have ceased to pick up your
That's
telephone.
not true, my
It is
friend.
true. Yes, it is.
You're calling someone else.
Yeah. Okay. That's it.
But what is the underlying thing? It's like this.
I don't
type of
know. I
stuff
don't care. Like,
does-
this is so for me moot that I don't know why this is taking place. Like,
Well,
I mean, if you guys want some kind of resolution on the air, that's great. There's not going to be one. Like I think you already had it.
I don't think there's
Oh, my God, I
ever
didn't
going to be
even
a
think that.
resolution.
Oh, I don't care about that. I'm just
For a
curious as to
second.
what it is because it's an underlying thing. Like you don't just get that mad at each other for no reason. Like you know what I mean? It's something that brews and builds. It's like a relationship. That's the way it is. I was wondering what it is. I don't know what started it.
There's probably, some other shit here. Yeah. I would think. Just seeing,
This building is a black hole of positivity and creativity.
it just sucks it out.
It makes everyone turn on each other
Yeah.
and want to fucking bite the necks. Like
The Amityville house.
Yeah,
This
dude,
is like
it's
fucking the
it's like this
28
fucking,
days
this
later
fucking
virus.
building is pristine, and if you want to fucking drive the car, you're gonna go fucking crazy. You're gonna go fucking crazy.
Can't disagree with Danny.
Yeah.
I'm driving the fucking car.
I just fucking let go though.
I'm standing in front of the car,
Danny,
and
let-
I'm like,
yeah.
show me.
Just like
Show me.
Just let go. I finally let go. It's pretty freeing.
He probably
'Cause
doesn't.
you're absolutely right. Danny's right with that point.
Yeah. He
Place
doesn't.
is like it's whatever.
These yellow lights
I'm
just suck
promising
the
not
life
to
right
bitch-
out of you.
I'm promising not to bitch as much, but Danny makes a good point.
You know what? If I
no
needed-
raises, no whatever.
You know what the color of this is? These
Yeah.
lights? I would call this pasta.
Oh,
That is pasta colored.
like fucking.
Are you high right now?
I fucking wish. I wish.
By the way, Dr. Steve
Maybe me and Mark will
checking
smoke
in.
later.
Dr. Steve checking in. Hey, way to kill 45 minutes at the end of the show.
I was genuinely interested.
No, he says I'm late for work listening to this malarkey.
Was is the key word there.
Somebody's dying because Dr. Steve can't fucking...
He works in a hospice that dead anyway.
That's true. They were going anyway.
Yeah, I was running late. Apparently, there was a problem with the phones, and Danny and Mars. Sorry.
Yeah. I was trying to call in, but the phones crashed.
Yeah, Dr. Steve tries to tell me how he has stress in his life. I'm like, why? They're going to die anyway.
Oh.
So why the fuck do you have stress?
I do think he has some type of
Exactly.
compassion and care.
Sure, and it's usually his incompetence that's making them die. He's a dentist.
But if he makes any kind of mistake, who's going to know?
Dentist.
He can cover up anything. The people are going to die anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, but he makes their last. They always the thing Dr. Steve hears the most is you made his last days the worst ones he could have spent. Why did you make him listen to that radio show?
Dr. Steve makes people want to die.
Yeah.
So it's not such a bad thing. They're like, no, I'm fine. I can go now.
He's like the cooler. The insurance company send him in when when they get a prognosis of 6 months or more. He's like, I think, and they're always dead within 8 hours. Like an angel of death. Pillow with handlebars.
Probably just
Smother them.
He probably just talks to him to a point where they're just like, fucking pull the plug already.
Like, I have
I
no
don't
more
care
will.
about your stupid wine.
Yeah. No will to live anymore.
Right,
It's just Dr. Steve is taking
all these
that.
old people are putting toothpaste on the end of their fucking guns.
So I guess you guys worked this out. Good.
Yeah.
Sounds like you guys used to be good friends, though.
Hey, we're still one big
Smoking
happy
pot together,
family here.
obviously.
No, there was no smoking pot together. Never.
All right, sorry.
Not together.
I would never share my stash with you.
So how do you guys
I
walk
would
by with
never
that
hang
tension?
with
That's awkward tension.
I wouldn't have a
Physical.
beer with you.
It was a joke, you fucking asshole.
No, I'm being serious. Fucking asshole.
I think this could be worked out.
Yeah.
In a strange way, I feel like this could be worked out. I do. I'm serious.
Wow. Really?
Maybe not right this second.
I think it'd be like, fucking Hitler and Netanyahu playing golf. Oh, sorry. Please don't take my OJ song off the radio.
Can I be Hitler?
What?
I want to be Hitler in that scenario.
Weird comment.
Yeah, this is a weird place, though. I think Danny's correct with that. It's a weird place.
Anything else?
Wow.
Pittsburgh Improv, October 20th through the 22nd, where Danny and Mars will be fighting on stage before my show. So come on down. If you're not a fan of my comedy, you might be a fan of the arguing.
But see, now we have a problem. Mars won't walk out before Danny walks out. So could they walk out together? How do we solve this?
Mars, Danny, are you willing to walk out before Mars?
Yes, because who gives a fuck?
Okay.
Mars, are you willing to walk out before Danny?
Hell no.
No, he's not.
If you're listening to this right now, you're an idiot for listening to this. You're an idiot.
Well, a lot of them aren't.
I'm not disagreeing to the ones that tuned in at 6, too.
This is the worst argument that's probably ever taken place. No, I ain't going to leave until you leave. Well, I'm not leaving.
A lot of them made a point to tell me they changed the channel. So
I think it's interesting that people, though.
I guarantee more people
working
are
listening
than changing the channel.
Infighting
I guarantee that.
Infighting is always interesting. But when it gets down to the point where it's like, no, you leave first. No, you leave.
Yeah, it kind of did degrade
when
down
you said
to...
that the Apple TV, it's like, no one cares about that. No one cares.
Could you guys leave by...
I like your impression, though, of when he said it was a good pick. Could you do that one?
You're going to put me on the spot? Damn! That's a good picture!
Oh, Mars, that sounds like you.
I do love that one.
That's pretty good. Like you, Mars.
You know what sucks, though, now? You've ruined something for me. Every time now I turn on a TV or I see like a TV with some static, I'm going to go, damn, that's a good picture.
Yeah, you really got to think Jules drinking the soda.
Yes.
Mars, you so long. Why don't you take a picture, make it last longer?
Oh, Chip, that's a good one, too.
Mars, you do say it like you're really surprised that it worked. I mean, just an observation. Holy shit, it worked.
And the reason why it was such a weird moment was because he might as well have been looking at snow. And I'm like,
picture?
Well, yeah, because that's how shitty it looked at the time. Like, it was just like, really? That's what a good picture is?
We're looking right at it. That's snow.
That's a pretty good picture. Oh no, it's a
It's
what?
not.
Ed?
It's
Damn, that's a good picture.
That's gonna make me laugh too.
it's a picture.
You guys, I mean, if you have
If
an
you want to get technical, I mean, from here, I could see distortion in the picture. I could see it.
you guys need to have an open mind, but I think I could solve this.
That compression.
I'm down.
Are you guys?
No,
up,
it's not the compression.
Are
It's
you guys?
It's actual
Weird.
interference.
Are you guys up for a good docking to settle this?
Nice
Nice docking. You
I
guys
think that
get
might
together as one and walk out.
Mars is uncut, I think.
I am.
See, and I'm cut perfect.
You want
But that means
do a
he's got
little
to stretch his
docking?
dick skin. No, well, no, I'm only going to do it if I get to stretch my dick skin over his.
Damn, that's good. Because
Is
yeah,
this where it ended up?
that's what I want.
How did it end up here?
But I think if these guys are willing to do a little docking, I think they'll be good.
Yeah.
After this.
I'm not taking his skin on mine.
No.
No.
Little docking.
What if it's officially not gay? It's for the show. For the show. For the show.
Yeah.
For the show.
It's not
the
gay if
show.
it's conflict resolution oriented.
Exactly. For the show. For the show.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we need less tension around here.
Yes.
I saw a great
that's
docking
good.
picture yesterday, by the way. I hate to interrupt this really great fight that we're having.
Can we all bond on a great docking picture?
I
Mars?
can't
Are you
find
open
it,
for
though.
this?
Nah, that's too gay for
Because
me.
they were actually pulling apart, and so the guy who's had his skin over the other guy, it was stretching it out because it was about to, like, you know, and there was...
Like Chinese handcuffs?
Yes, exactly. And there was a guy who looked like a co-host of another radio. I don't want to say it because then there's going to be problems later.
Yeah, well.
But it looked exactly like the guy. And it made me laugh
What guy?
hard.
Do some hand signals.
Someone who gets into fights with Jay Moore on the air. You know, it's just...
Oh, okay.
I know who.
But it kind of looked like... And it made the...
no
Like,
idea
the
what
picture
you're
was a
talking
fucking 10 anyway, and it just made it a 15.
All right, well,
Well,
more fighting and tension around this joint. Stress.
can't wait to...
I just let it go. Finally. Took a while. This place will do it to you.
Yeah. It was never this. Dude...
I'm not even going to deny that, you know? I'm not taking sides or none of that shit, but I'll tell you right now, this is an environment for this shit.
It's so fucking sterile.
It's the easiest fucking job in the world, and this place, I don't know what it does to people, but... And we're talking to people that have real jobs out there, I understand, but... Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, well...
Are we done?
Remember when we used to have fun? Remember when we used to go out for drinks after the show?
Oh,
and even though
man.
Sam doesn't even drink, he would come with us and just get like Dr. Pepper and chicken
Well, I mean, I
fingers.
drink.
Yeah.
I'll be
I
honest.
need liquid.
We all used to have so much fun.
I'll
around
be
here.
honest, we joke about it, but I feel bad I don't hang out with you guys more, but I just can't wait to get the fuck away from this building.
Well, that's how it is now. We used to. Like,
Yeah, I
that's
know.
why, that's the key
I
word here.
know.
We used to do that stuff.
I feel bad in a way.
I feel bad that I promised a staff lunch for everyone that went on stage, and I
Yeah.
still haven't delivered it.
I'm still waiting for a Christmas dinner from 5 years ago.
That's true.
damn.
We owe them 2 meals. But I personally
Who
promised.
promised the Christmas
Oh,
meal?
we're going to pull the tape.
We all
Who
did.
promised the Christmas meal?
We all
There was some
Yeah,
meal
it's
of
probably
some
like
sort.
07,
Yeah, we
though.
all
Yeah, it was
did.
pretty-
Christmas meal!
It was 06 or 7.
If
We all
go out-
did.
If we all go out for dinner, where's Mars and Danny going to sit now? Now we got to deal with
At
the
the heads
seating
of the
chart.
table.
We got to deal with the seating chart. Mars, a
I
suggestion for the
think
seating
we
chart.
should make them order for each other.
Well, no, I think if we were gonna go out, we would only be like the guys. So
Well, wouldn't
I mean,
Mars-
Mars wouldn't.
Mars would just be the
Wouldn't come.
busboy.
He did say he has a vagina.
Did Mars go on
It's a
stage that night or
Hispanic
no?
joke.
What?
Mars didn't go on stage, right?
No one asked me.
I would still take one, but I want to take more of the guys who went on stage. But I
we
would
should
take
have had
Mars.
you up there.
I would take
Bomb,
Mars.
man.
Not for
Oh,
nothing.
fuck.
You should have had me up there.
Oh,
You
shit.
should have.
You were
Oh,
blowing it out.
shit.
I would
So-
either bomb greatly or fucking, I don't know.
How would the seating
bombed
chart
it.
go for the
Mediocrely.
big staff dinner?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
How would the seating chart go?
The two farthest points.
You and
are-
Danny.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Why don't we do a staff dinner? I mean that. We should do it. These guys for a little.
Another empty promise. Sorry.
No, but seriously, they don't get.
I'm getting used to it, man. Don't worry about
The
it.
least we could do is take them out for a fucking lunch or something. The Brooklyn Diner.
A staph infection would be more pleasant.
Or how about to the Park
And more
Meridian?
welcome.
I'm more welcome.
Let's see our waiter that we saw the other day. With
Yeah,
the
why not?
He still has the hair hat.
Does he have the hair hat?
I
That
haven't
guy
seen
still
him.
works there?
Damn.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen him in years.
He's lost a little weight. It was very alarming.
Oh,
Yeah, a little
shit.
alarming.
I wanted to say you look good, but I don't know.
Yeah, you
You
don't know
never,
why
you
he
never
lost
wanted
the
to
weight.
say that.
Why don't you guys all hang out for the after show and then we'll go to lunch together?
Is that a little
Because I have
fantasy
therapy
you got
today,
there?
and I have
Sam,
duff
Sam, a
later.
little fantasy.
And Sam, we just did
Go
your
on,
hour,
yeah.
so good luck.
That we all
Now you
hang
got
out-
to pull
yeah,
something
now-
out of your ass.
Yeah,
I'll
go
be
ahead.
fine.
Don't fucking rely on this.
I'll
We
be
did
fine.
it. We did it.
Yeah, no rehashing.
Hey, if I stay in here until Ron and
technically,
Fez come on.
this is rehashing the after show. Technically,
we,
let's call it what it is.
If you stay in here
For
till
Ron
Ron
and
and Fez
Fez,
come on,
he's going to have to
then
fucking
he's going to
stay
be
here.
in here. Yes.
Why don't we do final thoughts? Who wants to go first?
I will allow Mars to speak his mind.
Oh, it's Danny's rules, Mars.
Yeah, don't allow me, motherfucker. No.
See, we can't even do final thoughts. We can't even do final thoughts. Can we flip a coin to see who
but you
goes
see,
first?
that's his mentality, though, because if I just started talking, he would have said something anyway. Oh, so I guess it's you that goes first all the time.
Who has a coin? Can
I
we
got a
flip
penny.
a penny? All right, who wants to call it? Oh, wait, now that could be exciting.
I think Jim.
Jimmy, can you control the situation here, Jim?
You have to call
Please.
the person
Please.
and the heads or tails.
Who gets heads and who gets tails, Jim?
Is that okay with that? Are you all right with those rules?
Oh, we have to make sure it's okay
Yeah,
with
just-
you. You have to be the one.
yeah,
I
say-
think the Puerto Rican should get tails.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I think that's only fair.
Okay, Danny gets
'Cause
heads
it's
and
a
Mars gets tails.
lesser race than Whitey.
Oh, I mean that's arguable, but here we go.
Danny's heads, Mars'
Damn,
tails.
that's a good flip, Sam.
All right.
It's tails.
It's tails.
Mars, you have to go first. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
Just wrap it up. And you get 30 seconds because we can't fuck around anymore. And
I actually have no
go.
final thoughts for this individual. It's just done with. You know, keep to your side of the fucking world. I keep to
That's
my
what
side
was
of the world.
happening. That's what was happening.
I thought it was his soliloquy time for me.
That's a bad word. I don't know if that's the word, but yeah, it is Mars's time to be fair.
Anyway, you know, go about your business. I go about mine. Just make sure it doesn't affect the show and our work environment, and that's it. That's all.
All right. And Danny?
I'm just going to go back to what I was doing 2 days ago.
Nothing.
All right, well, I guess we'll be doing it together.
Oh.
Oh, boy, that didn't work out too well now, did it?
No.
Actually, kind of started a whole new
Yeah,
argument.
I know. It's
Really
kind of
did.
awkward.
Really did.
We're in a good place and everything.
They're both
I mean,
saying that
it's-
they don't do anything.
I know, it's really awkward.
But I do have word that tomorrow we may be getting a call from Fugitive
No, no.
with some ticket giveaways.
No, man. We have to wait 3 years, I thought.
Well, there's been some changes.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Later.